When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on your Memorial Day barbecue, all in the Kroger app. Get pints of juicy Georgia-grown blueberries for $1.99 each with a digital coupon. Then get select varieties of flavorful Powerade, Body Armor Super Drink, or Arizona tea for 77 cents each, all with your card. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 5 miles away. Or tap the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Another episode of Hashtag Facebook Podcast coming at you. And week 15, Ryan. Falcons hate week. Don't even feel like Falcons hate week.
Don't even feel like it, bro.
I'm gonna read you a tweet. I'm gonna read you something that our dude Mark Bane Beats on Twitter just put in the Discord earlier this evening. He said, y'all know that feeling when you take a fire vacation and then you get sad and mad when you're going back to work? That's how I feel about having to watch the Saints on Sunday.
Man, ain't that the truth?
And then D, shout out to D on Twitter. D literally just tweeted no more than like 8 minutes ago. Man, the Saints and the Falcons play Sunday. I ain't seen no noise talking. Somebody tried to sell some tickets on Facebook for $200. Nigga in the comments told her she had better luck licking people during the pandemic.
Boy, ain't nobody paying $200 for no shit. I don't care if it's right there behind the team on the 50-yard line.
No. You gonna be at the game, bro. You gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there sitting way up top, chilling.
It's crazy to think about how so much has changed in 14 weeks. Week 1, like that was like that just hope, bro. Like the comeback. Michael Thomas was playing. Remember when Michael Thomas played football?
Michael Thomas playing, man.
Was playing great. Was giving AJ Terrell fits. Jarvis Landry was making tough acrobatic catches. Jameis had an incredible fourth quarter. Taysom in the first half kept the Saints in the game, bro. It was feels like an eon ago, bro. Just
eon, man.
And fast forward to the second meeting, and I don't even really care like if the Bucks lose to the Bengals, like whoever wins this game takes over first. I don't, man. Like I don't, because it just boils down to me of that I do not trust. I don't care who the opponent is. This team has not consistently shown. If anything, they have consistently shown us as fans what the outcome is going to be. Like I already know. I don't care that Desmond Ridder started. We could talk about that. The Saints may get Marshawn back. The Saints may get Pete Warner back on Sunday to potentially booster the defense. We're recording this on Tuesday night, so the first injury report doesn't come out till tomorrow. And I know it sounds bad, and I'm trying not to be pessimistic, but it's like I don't trust this team to win. I don't trust this team to win because of how they're coached and what coaching has shown throughout the season. If there's a game they should win, in theory, it should potentially be this one because they do have a rookie quarterback. But we saw what happened against the Steelers, man. Like there's just so many things. Yeah, I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
It's you can't predict it, man. And look, we don't know what we're gonna get. That's the thing about these rookie quarterbacks, man. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't have any tape. And we have no tape. You got a couple of preseason snaps you can look at, but you don't know what they're cooking up with Ritter. And look, man, it's not like the Saints blew them out on, and the Saints, that was Saints at quote unquote full strength. And
Yes.
it's not like they blew them out in week 1. You know what I'm saying? They damn near lost that game in the end.
Yes.
It took some heroics in the late fourth quarter to tie it up. But we'll see. But yeah, like you said, bro, it's crazy. It's Falcons 8 week. I just was thinking about it earlier, like, man, I remember this time of the year, boy, Allen will be talking shit with Falcons fans. D will be talking shit with Falcons fans. Going back and forth, man. You can see 28-3 posts. You'll see all kind of stuff, bro. It's like, damn, like you wouldn't even know. If you look at Twitter, man, everybody talking about the Pels. Everybody talking about whatever going on, but they ain't even talking about the Saints other than fire Dennis Allen.
That's it. Hashtag fire Dennis Allen, bro.
That's it.
I just pulled up like the little breakdown where it has like the Falcons, where they rank offensively, defensively, whatever. Same for the Saints. You're telling me that the Falcons have one more win than the Saints, bro? Think about that. Put that into perspective. The Falcons, who drafted in the top 10, who coming into this season, the consensus or close to consensus was had one of the most talent poor rosters in the league. In the league. And this team has one more win, and I get it. Saints been injured. Injuries, have been ravaged by injuries, but I don't fucking care, bro. The Falcons have one more win than the Saints, and on Sunday they may have 2 more wins. Oh, Mickey Loomis, if this shit's playing in your office.
And I mean, and you talking about, preseason predictions, had us going, Super Bowl, going to playoffs. People was wondering if the Falcons going to pick number 1 overall this year. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's how bad it was.
It just goes to show the divergence. Look, expectations are expectations. Maybe those expectations were wrong or whatever, but you got to look at how you got here. You know what I'm saying? How you got here. And fact is, the Saints were not a good team, man. Offensively, they've been mid at best. And look, I mean, we got to talk about. I'm just so tired of the quarterback talk.
Tired of it, bro.
It's like the national media, when they talk about it, they don't watch the team. So it's like anytime they mention, like Adam Schefter tweet out, the Saints are sticking with Dalton. And it's like national media is like, man, they really are trying to lose. I don't know why they're trying to lose. It's like Dalton is not like – it's like they portray it as Dalton is like the reason the Saints are bad right now.
Correct.
And it's also like you can't even really talk about Dalton because if you talk about Dalton, you're talking about Jameis Winston too. So like, if I was to say, look, Andy Dalton hasn't been the real issue. That's like me saying, well, what you saying, Jameis Winston could do better? No, I'm not even talking about Jameis Winston. I'm just saying Andy Dalton has not been the problem. Like if you just look at just production wise, he's been Teddy Bridgewater. Like when Teddy Bridgewater went 4-0 or whatever, he's like 8th in I think he's like top 4 in completion percentage. He has like only 3 turnovers. Like it's fine. Like, it's not great. No, he's not winning you games or nothing like that. But like if the team was like playing great, coached well, defense, balling, this and that, the team would be like okay. The team would be like flirting with the playoffs right now. But look, injuries, yes, play a part, no question. Injuries have played a part. But coaching also played a huge part. You can't watch every of them games and not see it, man. And that's it. You can't watch any of them games and it just stand out like a sore thumb that DA don't know what the hell he doing. What the hell he doing?
Nothing. Just oblivious. And how crazy is it? And I don't even think he's a great head coach. I think he's probably like a very milquetoast head coach or very average at best. But like Arthur Smith is like, eons better than the head coach than DA, bro.
No question. No question.
Arthur Smith is probably, him and Steve Wilkes are the best coaches in the NFC South. Think about that. Him and Steve Wilkes, bro.
Man, Steve Wilkes got them boys humming, man.
Humming. Got more wins, got the same amount of wins as DA. I don't understand it. If the Saints want to win this game, me thinking back to week one, they and I don't know if the game plan, I think the game plan would have to be a little different from the Falcons' perspective offensively, because Mariota playing in week one really kind of helped that running game and the uniqueness of it really flourish. With Ritter, I don't think you're going to see it to that degree. It probably will be more of a traditional type of running game, but the key to the game is Cordero Patterson. Like that, he is the key to the game. They got to figure out a way to have him bottled up, have him contained, because in 2 seasons, one game last year where he beat Adebo that basically won the Falcons the game, and then in week one this year where he almost won the game on his own, like DA, whether he was DC or HC, did not have an answer for Cordero Patterson.
Right. Need to plug him up, man. Plug him up. Don't let him get loose. Don't let him get on the edges. And look, the Saints defensively, look, they've been playing well the last couple of weeks, man. You get, hopefully you get Marshawn back. You get Pete Werner back. Like, give Desmond Ritter a goddamn SAT test. Mix it up, coverages, mix it up, show him some blitzes. Where the blitzes been at? You know what I'm saying? Like, show some pressures. Get after that boy. Make his eyes start floating around. Make him start looking at the pressure up front. And just give him a hard time, man. Give him a hard time. Keep it down so the Saints can score their little 16 points or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe get up to 16 points, and maybe they could come out with a win. Because that's ultimately the problem, man. Like, ultimately is like, can this offense score points? Can they score points? I haven't seen it. When the last time they scored over 20 points? I don't know. I can look it up, but I don't know.
Probably the Rams game, off the top of my head.
Well, they scored, 23 in that game? Or 20?
Yeah, I think it was the Rams game, bro.
Jesus.
Like, the Rams game, or like, let's look it up. Let's just look up how many times they've scored more than 20 points all season. I'm pulling it up right now. Okay. Week 1, they scored 27. Okay. Week 2, scored 10. Week 3, 14. Week 4 against the Vikings in London, 25. The next week, the outlier game against the Seahawks, 39. That was the Taysom game. Scored 26 against the Bengals, bro. Scored 26 against the Bengals. 34 to the Cardinals, but some of that was kind of garbagey. 24 against the Raiders, 13 against the Ravens, 10 against the Steelers, 27 against the Rams, nothing against the Niners, and 16 against the Bucks.
So the 6 or 7 games they scored over 20 points?
Yes.
That's just not getting it done, man. Not getting it done. And Nick Underhill, he wrote something up earlier this week.
Yeah, it was 6. I counted
6. And Nick Underhill, he wrote something up earlier this week talking about motion, which has kind of been on my radar.
We asked Lance Moore about it, bro.
Yeah, we asked Lance Moore about it. It's like they've run motion on offense less than any team in the league, bro. A quote-unquote Sean Payton offense. An offense that, that not innovative, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like a part of this staple.
Did Brendan Schottenheimer become the OC and I
may as well?
and I just missed that. I missed something, bro.
I mean, just missionary. The missionary offense. Missionary lights on under the covers.
I don't know if Pete Carmichael is just like, I told y'all niggas I don't want this job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what it feels like, right? Like, you ever get to a point at a job when you don't care no more? Like, man, look, I'm about to come in and get this check. Do bare minimum and get the hell out of here, bro.
I say that a little jokingly because whatever, but like it just goes to show. And if we go back to the beginning and just really, and we've talked about it before, but we go back to the beginning about the coaching search, and there wasn't really a coaching search. They hired DA. That was going to be their guy regardless. I don't care who would have came in and how they would have interviewed. I can not with 99% certainty say that DA was going to be the head coach. Okay. And then you would think at the very least, okay, if you're going to bring the guy in and preach this continued, continuity type of thing, like, maybe have a fresh set of eyes on the offense because the offense had been struggling up to that point, without a quarterback, without weapons. And you tell me that the best you could do was go to the guy who basically said, I don't want this job. I'm going to step down. Like, bro, the writing was on the wall of like how this season was going to go, bro. Like,
and not even that. Just think about like, why not be innovative on offense? Like, and that goes back to head coaching. Like, you're the one that's going to fill out the coaching staff. Why not be like, look, I'm gonna go get. I want this type of offense. I want this. I want to do this. I want motion. I want, inside zone running. I want, RPO. I want whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I want this attacking tight off. Like his mind state wasn't even there. It was like, I want missionary. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? Like that stands out to me, especially with defensive coaches. When they get hired, I want to hear what are their visions for offense. Like if I was interviewing, I wouldn't even talk about defense because obviously, if you a defensive coach getting hired as an AHC, you got good defenses. We know you can coach defenses. I want you to tell me specifically what is your plan on offense and how do you what do you want to bring? What are you looking for in the head coach? I mean, what are you looking for in your offensive play callers? What do you want? Schemes and this and that. I want details. Like Brandon Staley, he hasn't been good, but at least he like talked a good game as far as like offense and what he wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did he deliver? Did it deliver? No. Yeah, he went and got Joe Lombardi. Like, did you not see Joe Lombardi with the Detroit Lions? Like, come on. But anyway, we know what at least he kind of had an idea that he wanted to do. So I didn't hear that from when he hired DA and they talked about the offense because it was crap last year. He was like, "Oh, I just want strong running game and some big plays." It's like no. Like what I'm saying. Like yes, everybody wants that. Every single coach in the NFL wants strong running game with some big
every single one
plays.
Of them, bro. Every single one of them.
How do you get there? Like that's what everybody's trying to get, but how do you get there? And that's up to the head coach.
It is. Captain Terrell. Kind of been. Catherine ain't gonna come out and say it. She not gonna come out and say it, bro. Because she gotta protect the rep. She gotta protect the reputation. But like, if you read Catherine's tweets, like
she got a little, she throwing a little slangs in there, like
So she tweeted this from a DA presser yesterday, and I can't watch his pressers, bro. I can't.
I refuse to.
I can't watch it. And she tweeted, Dennis Allen said that they've talked about finding more ways to use Alvin Kamara and quote unquote allow him to be the playmaker he's been for parentheses them in the past. So we talked about this on the bye week episode that we put out on Monday. It was a bye week. Didn't expect to get a lot of listens, but for those who did listen to it, thank you. We appreciate it. But we talked about are they like watching? You brought it up. Like, are they watching like other teams and what other offenses are doing and trying to incorporate it in the Saints offense? And I know it's comparing apples to oranges to a little bit. But the way that fucking Kyle Shanahan has deployed Christian McCaffrey since they traded for him.
Speak on it.
It's like, what the fuck are we like?
Go watch what he did
against y'all. No. They played San Francisco. C-Mac was lined up against Honey Badger, ran a wheel route, smoked them, would have been a touchdown, but Jimmy G just didn't hit him. And It's like, if the opposing fucking offense is doing this against you, why can't you just scribble a note down and said, "Oh, get AK on wheel again"? Like, nigga, it is not algebra. Like, that's why I get so annoyed and frustrated, bro. Kyle Shanahan, you know, he has his warts and he's not perfect, but man, he using C-Mac. He using him in the run game. He using him in the screen game. He using him in choice routes. Like, C-Mac, was it the first game he was out here throwing a touchdown pass against the Rams, bro? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't understand it.
And the thing is, we have like concrete evidence of us doing it, of Kamara in the Saints uniform doing it. Like, it's not like you got to reach for it. It's like we got tape. Like, you go look at the highlights. Like, I just want somebody like Dennis. Just look up, go to YouTube, be like Alvin Kamara highlights, 2017 to 2019, and just look at that, and just go to Pete and say, "Pete, do this. Like, can we do this?"
this man ain't smart enough to like go to the team all 22 that he has access to. Bro,
don't even need that. Just go to YouTube. Alvin Kamara highlights. And it's right there. Like Pete, can we do this?
It is the most baffling, befuddling thing. And I know we know what's going to happen on Sunday, bro. We're going to watch this game. It's going to be a first down, second down call. It's going to be a hatchback dive up the center. Like, I already know what's going to happen. Also, speaking of the center, I want to hit on this point just a little bit because I think it just speaks to the level of just roster mismanagement. And that since Eric McCoy went down, Josh Andrews, been a journeyman, you know, in his NFL career, has come in, and when he's played, you have not heard Josh Andrews' name has been called.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't heard it. Which, as an offensive lineman, if you're a fan, if the offensive lineman name isn't being called, usually means he's doing a pretty good job. And like, he's not holding, he's not getting penalties, he's not getting beat. He's been a solid backup player. So it appears like Eric McCoy is either probably healthy enough to play against the Falcons on Sunday, and they just waive Josh Andrews.
Yeah.
He's not even on the team no more, bro.
Like, why'd you waive him? Like, can we make sure? Can we make sure Eric McCoy good to go?
Bro, wouldn't it be some shit, bro?
Oh,
like,
bro.
He's like full on Wednesday, and then he's full on Thursday, and then Friday he like a DNP because like his calves are acting up, and then someone claimed Josh Andrews, nigga.
As if we haven't seen that this year.
Latavius, bro. This team, I don't understand them. That said,
especially with teams, like every team is reeling right now, even the playoff teams. Everybody just beat up. It's just, you know, trying to get through the attrition of the season. Everybody just limping along. Man, you got players that got like starting fucking experience, hit that wet wire or whatever. They getting claimed, boy.
Claimed. If not claimed, they getting signed to someone else's practice something. And I just saw that today or yesterday, whenever it came out, and I just looked at it. I was like, yeah, these niggas dumb. Like, they have no clue what they doing right now, bro. They're just vibing. All that said, in theory, they should have a quote unquote fully healthy team, or a healthier team, the healthiest the team has been in a long time on Sunday. They're going against a rookie quarterback. They're going against a Falcons team that doesn't have Kyle Pitts. I understand they got Drake London, but he hasn't been setting the world on fire. Like, if you can't win this game.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply. When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
If you can't win this game,
it's crazy because I have two minds on it. Because one mind is it's the fucking Falcons. Fuck the Falcons.
Right. 100%.
Always 100%. Like never gonna root for losing against the Falcons. But the little devil angel on my shoulder, like man, imagine a healthy Saints just getting beat to shit by the Falcons at home.
Bro,
people gonna be pissed.
I tweeted it last week. I said if Desmond Ridder is cooking us and like blowing us out by like just blowing us out, bro, and it's like over by like the second quarter, I said DA gotta be fired at halftime, bro.
I'm just picturing Ridder on like a naked boot, just coming around, tossing that thing to Patterson downfield, beating the D-boy up.
Bruh.
I'm just picturing this man in the dome too. Man, the Boo Birds are gonna come out. We hadn't heard the Boo Birds all year. The Boo Birds coming out, boy. They lose the Falcons, bro. I promise
you. This all in offensively, like, can they have like a rhythm? Like I get it. Like there's been injuries, blah 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 blah. But if you can't come out and just try to have like a rhythm against the Falcons, bro, like rhythm, that's troubling.
And can you cook something? Like you struggling to score. Like go look at who the Bengals played this past week. The Browns. They were struggling. Yes. They had injuries. T. Hayes got hurt. Tyler Boyd got hurt. You know they were struggling to score. A coach who I've been making fun of for a while, but who's been showing himself.
Zach
Taylor looking all right. He cook up a nice little flea flicker, get Jamar Chase downfield on an open 1-on-1. Like, cook something up, bro. Like, if you see your offense struggle, it's like, man, let me cook something to get something going, something spicy. Where is it? Where is it? We saw a little glimpse of it, like, what is the Rams with that throw to Olave. But that's it.
That's it, bro. That's all we get.
Olave run a 4-3. Like, why are we not working on him down? Rashid Shaheed just beating everybody.
Like, until shown otherwise, he is the wide receiver too, bro. Like, I'm sorry, that's not a slight to Juice, and I would imagine in a different offensive system with a more competent offensive coordinator and a potential better quarterback, the roles may be reversed and Juice would be the wide receiver too. But everything I've seen about Shaheed, bro, he's wide receiver too until I see differently, man. Like, period. He should be getting upwards of the same amount of snaps that Chris Olave is getting, and they both being on the field at the same time.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Have them on the field at the same time, threatening defenses with their speed. Juwan Johnson got dinged up. I don't know. Obviously, again, we're recording this the day before the first injury report comes out, but he's been the most consistent tight end. Like, I don't even know what Adam Troutman does like one good thing once a game, bro, and then then we we just never see him again. But this should be, and I say should, and I emphasize should. This should be like, the Falcons, they have AJ Terrell, who's a great cover corner. They got speed. on the defense, but like it has not shown to be a good defense this season. You got to do something offensively, bro. Like you gotta put some points up against the Falcons.
Please.
I don't care who's in that. I don't care who's in that quarterback, man.
Cook something up, man. Like you got to cook something up. If it's not within the offense is normal. Like I talked about with the other thing, the motion. It's like, come on, man. And what stood out to me in the article was when they did ran motion, it was successful. Like it was like this, like you got like 100 and something QB rating when passing from a motion offense. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to make it make sense, and this is why it goes back. Like you can harp on Pete Carmichael for not cooking it up. Understandable. Yes, he should get blamed, but ultimately, it's the head coach that got to come in there. Is like has to understand the game to the point where why aren't we doing this more? You know, can we do some of this? Can we do this? Can we add this to the game? And we didn't even talk about special teams, which has been bad all season. Bad. Punting been bad. Blinking ain't been great. The returning has been terrible. Just not good, man. Like, so you're talking about 3 phases of the game that haven't been great. Yeah, the defense has been better the last couple of weeks, but you haven't seen it once where all 3 phases of the game are showing something, man. And look, man, like, you know, Sean Payton, it took me a while to figure out, but even he got better over time as far as like understanding the importance of special teams and cooking something up every week. You might have taste, if there's a certain look from the opposing special teams, you have him come in and try to block something or do something. I remember games where like the offense was struggling and we just needed a spark and Taysom Hill to catch a fake punt and something like that, and it would be something, man. But like the team is not showing anything where they're like trying to win. You know what I'm saying?
Anything, bro. Anything.
That is not inspiring. You know, that's the difference between like when people talk about like the the win-loss record, and it's like, oh well, if you look at injuries and this and that, it's like look at the game. Like if they were fighting to win but still losing, and it's like, okay, well, we just not good enough. You know what I'm saying? We need more talent. We need to fill this role and fill that role. And if this player was playing, we would have been better. Then I'd be understanding. But it's like this team is not being like the game plan is not a winning game plan to me. You know what I'm saying? Or the execution is not a winning execution to me. That's why it falls on the head coach for me, man.
Oh, without question. Without question. We talked about, how appalling that the Saints have only ran 5 screen passes to the running backs this season. I was watching Monday Night Football yesterday, bro. Matt fucking Patricia, who is now an offensive coordinator, where he spent most of his entire career as a DC, besides potentially like being an offensive line coach. He called 11 different screens in last night's game, bro.
Screens galore.
And I'm not saying you got to go lean that hard into it, but one team can call 11 screens in one game or 11 plus screens in one game, and you telling me that we can't? We have 5 called to AK or to running backs all season? How?
Unbelievable.
How does that happen? I don't understand it. I don't want to harp on this game too much because we've harped on this team all season. So I'm just gonna ask you this: Saints win on Sunday? Yes or no?
I'm gonna give them a W, bro. They pull it out. They pull out a W.
Okay, pull out. If they win and the Bucks lose, right? You know.
Sorry.
It would be if somehow these niggas end up in the playoffs and end up facing like Dallas in the first.
I don't even watch though. I don't think I watch. I don't think I'm watching.
You gonna do the Obi-Wan and just turn just like I can't watch it.
Be on the Zoom, bro. No.
The fucking booty bed going at Hurst all game, bro. Lord. But I mean, it's not gonna happen because I don't have I truly believe they're not gonna win another game this season. They're gonna lose the next 4, man. I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just going by like everything that I've seen this season. Really, everything I've seen this season and how Dennis Allen has coached this team and how the team has played all season. I don't see it, man. I get it.
I'm just putting that energy out there because I'm gonna be there.
I know. I know.
And I'm not trying to watch the Saints lose to the Falcons, man. I don't want to see that shit
in person.
In person, got to walk out the dome. Oh man,
you got that stench on you. Gross. Yuck. But we shall see. Since you'll be at the game, we're still going to have the Zoom going. We're still going to have, the game going. We'll make sure that all the vibes will continue like we do on the pod as we always do. I'll say this though, as much as I am the vice president, the secretary of state, whatever you want to call me, of the hashtag Fire Dennis Allen movement, I can't hope the Falcons win, bro. I can't do it. It's not in my blood. It's not in my blood. Now Saints end up losing, and that just pushes the agenda a little further.
Yeah, all right then.
What mean? You like go ahead and take this. Make sure nobody's looking, but I can't. I'm not outwardly rooting for it, like because you know how it is when the game starts, bro. Like we see on Olave play, a Shaheed play, you just like then we just want more, just like
right.
Fuck the Falcons.
Exactly.
That's the energy we'll keep on the podcast. That's the energy you should keep as a fan. But if they don't win and it just pushes, our narrative and agenda, then that's all right too.
That's all right too.
With that, we'll be. We might not. Because you're gonna be in New Orleans. Are you driving back after the game?
Yeah. I'll be back that night.
Okay, so we'll be able to record. We'll be able to record the recap show.
Yeah.
We'll be able to record the recap show. We'll have it up for you either Sunday night, Monday morning. We appreciate y'all. I know we say it a lot, but trust me, in a season like this,
man,
we really need to express how much we appreciate the dedication, our listeners, even in such a downtrodden season. We try to keep things lively, fun, joking. But as always, we gonna give it to you real. We're not gonna BS you. We're gonna give you everything we need to know about this team, good and bad. So thank y'all for the support. If you want to join the community, be a part of it, just become a Patreon. Like we talked about on the last episode, you can even do like $1 a month. You just become a Patreon. You'll have access to the Discord. You'll have access to the Zoom on game days. All the things we do in the Discord that we can't really talk about on the podcast. Woo. Everything. It just all opens up for you. So with that, we'll get out of here. We'll see what happens on Sunday. Hope these Saints beat the Falcons. And then regardless of what happens, we'll be back Sunday night. With that, we're out.
Peace.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
There was a time when sunlight turned the earth into a gallery, when elegant estates welcomed works of art that drew us closer and closer together. It was a captivating time. It was spring, this spring at Biltmore. Plan your visit or overnight stay so you can enjoy the marvelous works of Chihuly while every corner of Biltmore blooms. Reserve now to get spring savings at Biltmore.com.